walk away.
You know, every now and then a video or a selection of videos come around that just intrigue your curiosity. And these videos could be honestly anything, and I mean anything. In this case, for me, it was lost footage, but no video is perfect. This is Jessica Diaz, and today, right now, I will be giving my honest critique and ranking of the lost footage series by EP. My criteria will be based off a 1 to 5 point scale when accounting for the quality of the visuals, the cohesiveness of the transitions, and the unity of the music used to create an overall vibe of each video. This criteria totals to a perfect 20 possibility. Now to begin, let's start with the first lost footage. Okay, for lost footage 1, I give the visuals a 5 out of 5. Why? Well, I thought it was just a fantastic compilation of quote-unquote lost footage. There was a good mix of friends, Cody himself, and surroundings to really engulf the meaning of lost footage. The coalition of different aesthetics was appealing to the eye, especially with the matching music. I overall just loved the vibe that it gave off, and it was just really great pictures to start off to really show what lost footage is really about. Okay, and now the transitions. I gave the transitions a 4 out of 5 because although they were really smooth with the clips and just cohesive and matched, there were only a few of those times that I really felt that that was true. It wasn't all the time, and I really, just compared to other lost footages, it wasn't the best it could be. So that's why I gave it a 4. Along with the transitions, I gave the music a 4 out of 5 because, okay, so I thought the music selection was just amazing from Joji, an unknown, horrible, no, actually good artists. They really suited the clips, and I really thought it was cohesive from the start and end of the clips alongside the music, but there was a large chunk of the video that was just quiet, and it might have been intentional, but for like the sake of the vibes and the overall feeling of lost footage, it was just left lonely. Okay, to complete our critiquing of lost footage 1, I've given the overall vibe a 4 out of 5. I thought it was really nice and soft and had gloomy vibes, but what was missing is that it was just kind of choppy, and because of the missing music, it was hard to really recover that vibe. Otherwise, the harmony between the visuals and aesthetics portrayed in the music was just really nice and really satisfying, so that's why I gave it a 4, but it docked a point because of that. Okay, that gives Lost Footage Uno a 17 out of 20. Let's move on now to Lost Footage Volume 2. So, like Lost Footage Uno, I gave the visuals a 4 out of 5. I thought the aesthetic was beautiful and it gave off euphoria. The happy upbeatness landed me to laugh a lot with the funny clips, but the only downside was that a lot of them had like a different format, so that impacted the eye appeal, hence the doctrine. On to the transitions. Unlike Lost Footage Volume 1, I gave them a 5 out of 5 because I thought they were done really well, and personally my favorite, the harmony between the music, visuals, and transition was just mwah, chef's kiss. It was just beautifully done, and I don't know, it was my favorite of the series. Okay, I'm gonna be short and sweet, but I gave the music for Lost Footage Volume 2 a 5 out of 5. I thought it was perfect for every scene and clip. The vibes created were just really great for showing the feelings toward every clip. I personally loved it, and of course more Joji, more unknown artists. It really was nothing you ever heard of. It was a good compilation. I loved it. Now on to the overall vibe of Lost Footage Volume 2. I gave it a 5 out of 5. It was just immaculate, perfect vibes. That's literally all I have to say. It's a must watch if you really want to watch a Lost Footage video. I mean, of course I would recommend all of them, but if you had to choose one, I would choose this one. It just has amazing vibes. Okay, that gives Lost Footage Volume 2 a total score of 19 out of 20. So, if you're at this point in the video, maybe take a guess if you think it's gonna be Volume 2, or if you think it's gonna be something else. Let's see. But, moving on to Lost Footage Volume 3. For the visuals on Lost Footage Volume 3, it was kind of an odd one out of the bunch compared to the other Lost Footages. I gave it a 3 out of 5 because although beautiful, it just didn't have the same vibes as the other videos. Like, they didn't go together as nicely, and it just seemed like it was thrown together. It didn't seem like cohesive as the other ones. Okay, on to transitions. This goes hand in hand with the visuals. I thought that the transitions were great from clip to clip, but it wasn't cohesive with the music, so all about that cohesiveness. It has to just go together, especially if you want to make a collage about something. That's how I view it. Like, it has to just all hit the same note. You know what I mean? So I gave it a 4 out of 5 because of that. Okay, for the music, I gave Lost Footage Volume 3 a 3 out of 5. Why? Well, I thought, of course, it was really great music. Cody just chooses perfect music for each of these series, but it ended and started at really odd places in the clips, and the visuals and music just didn't match. So, yet again, with that cohesiveness, it just seems like it was thrown together, not really put to a certain note for something to really just slide together. It didn't work, so that's why I gave it 3 points. Gosh, sorry to say it, but I feel like Lost Footage 3 kinda sucks. I mean, it's not bad, but compared to the others, it's not good. Sorry, but just speaking facts though. I just be speaking the facts. Anyways, let's go on to the overall vibe. I thought it was a 3 out of 5. Kind of ironic how Volume 3 is 3 out of 5. A lot. Okay. Well, anyways, like I said, it's not my favorite in the Lost Footage series, but definitely the worst one. So that's all I have to say. I feel bad scoring Volume 3 so low, but overall it's a 13 out of 20. I don't know. It wasn't bad, you know. I just really thought that it could have been better. I feel like it was just scrambled, put in something really quick. It could have been better. So, anyways, moving on to Lost Footage Volume 4, the finale. Oh yeah! This is the big one, folks. This is the big one where it gets large. Yes.
Give a fuck about you. Don't give a fuck about me.
Okay, on to the visuals of Lost Footage Volume 4. See, I gave them a 5 out of 5. Why? I thought it was basically Volume 1, but it had more surroundings. It was just really well put together, as if there was a purpose for each clip, unlike Volume 3. Sorry, had to say it. Had to call you out, but anyways. It had dark but soft vibes like Volume 1. It was just an improved version, basically. I really respected it, so I gave it a 5. On to the transitions. Like Lost Footage Volume 2, they were 5 out of 5. They went perfectly with the music, especially with the visuals, and they hit every beat, so I just had to give it a 5 out of 5. Trust me. Watch Volume 4 and pay attention, and you'll just die at an amazing, beat. It's just really pleasing. So, do it. Now. Okay, on to the music. Can you guess what I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna score it? 3, 2, 1, guess it. Okay, I gave it a 5 out of 5. It was simp music. Very simp, like in Volume 1. but it created really good vibes, especially for a final lost footage. The music just coalesced with the visuals and the transitions really well. I'm really all about the freaking cohesiveness. Yes, the cohesiveness. So it just hit all of the marks, especially with the music. So I gave it a 5. Okay, here's the big question. What am I gonna score the overall vibe of Lost Footage Volume 4? 5. 5 out of 5. This one was really shocking, honestly. I've always thought that my favorite was Volume 2, but really after like analyzing everything, I don't know. I grew some better appreciation for Volume 4 because I don't know. It just gave me feelings of nostalgia, sadness, happiness, calmness, really soft vibes. I honestly critique it as the better version of Volume 1, so that's basically why. 5 out of 5. Yes. You know what this means, folks? You know what this means? 20 out of 20 is the final scoring for Volume 4. Amazing, right? Just absolute amazing. What? Perfect. If you had to watch any 2 lost footages, Volume 2 and Volume 4 are up there. Please watch them. You will not regret it. We have finished! We have finished, yes. Time to give the final thoughts. Alright. Unless you can't count, obviously my least favorite is Volume 3. I'm sorry, but it sucked. And it wasn't, I've said this like I feel a million times, but it wasn't the worst. It was the worst. It wasn't bad, but it was the worst out of the 4. So that is how I place it. Now, the first one was my 3rd favorite. I thought it would be higher up there, but I don't know. It was a great start, but it just wasn't as developed and experienced, I guess, as the 4th and 2nd one. But it had the amazing vibe and music, so I still gave it 3rd place. Like I said before, I really thought the 2nd one was going to be 1st place for me, but just literally after careful consideration, I had to place it lower. Just, if it wouldn't have been for the format, there would have been a tie, but I had to place it before number 4. Now, drum roll, please. My favorite one was Volume 4. So, I feel like Volume 4 was just the better version of Volume 1. It was developed, it had more experience to it. I just really loved it. It had really great vibes, and in the lost footage aspect, really encaptured the meaning and purpose of lost footage. It was an amazing end to a series. Honestly, it's kind of ironic, but it being the better version of Volume 1 and it's the end? Coalition? I don't know, but yeah. To conclude, as everyone does for their essays, but no, I am doing it for the critique. Lost Footage Volume 4 was my favorite, and you should totally watch it along with Volume 2. What you shouldn't watch is Volume 3, unless you want to watch them all, but don't waste your time on Volume 3. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Alright, out!